Today I'll be travelling with Qatar Airways on board their 777 in their iconic Qsuite from Adelaide over to Auckland. In this video I'll be checking out both the Qantas Club at Adelaide Airport as well as the Virgin Australia Lounge, try out the world's best business class and enjoy a 5-course meal over the Tasman, including foods from all over the world. All that coming up shortly.
Very warm welcome back to another video of mine, the most exciting video for the year I'm going to say. Today we're flying aboard Qatar Airways, totally new airline for me. We're going to be on board a 777 and best of all we're going to be on board a Qsuite, the world's best business class. So we're going to go ahead and check in and see what this flight has to offer. So let's go do it, let's do this.
My journey today begins at Adelaide Airport, Adelaide's main airport. As with all airlines, Qatar Airways has their check-in desks on the main complex on level 1. Qatar Airways tends to use 3 to 4 check-in desks at Adelaide Airport, located in between Qantas and Jetstar. They offer 3 levels of check-in. Firstly, the economy class check-in, accessible by anyone. Then there is the web check-in for those who have already checked in online and just need to get their documents checked and drop their bag. And then there is the business class check-in. That's what I'll be using to check in today. For business class, platinum, gold and silver frequent flyers, as well as eligible airline partners. The first lounge that I'll visit today is the Virgin Australia Lounge at Adelaide Airport. It's safe to say with my status with the airline, I've been in here numerous times. However, this will be my first time when not flying Virgin Australia and also when flying overseas. Today they're offering a range of fried chicken, chicken pies, a colder salmon salad, as well as some lemon cake for dessert. There is also 2 soups on offer. So I settled down with some fried chicken, the salmon salad and the chicken pie, and a chai latte. I enjoyed it all a lot. So overall, a very solid first meal for me and Mum at the Virgin Australia Lounge at Adelaide Airport. Let's now head over to Qantas. I rushed out of the lounge to look at the aircraft which will be flying me to Auckland. Anyway, let's go and check out the Qantas Club. Welcome back to the Qantas Club Lounge. This lounge needs a makeover and it's really good to hear that it's getting one. The afternoon selection in this lounge includes both hot and cold foods, including spuds and a sandwich bar. So I settled down for a plate of, well, I guess everything. I got myself a spud with some corn chips and some salad. It all tasted fine. So it's already time to go. Didn't really get to eat much. Let's go fly to Auckland. I now have to walk to the other side of the terminal so that I can head through immigration and security. This is my first time heading to the new immigration and security at Adelaide Airport. It's very exciting to go through. As I've walked past here many times when going to board a Virgin Australia flight, I can finally see what's down these escalators.
See Australia. It's my first time going through the new international part at Adelaide Airport. It's pretty impressive actually, nice area. I've been through the arrivals but onto the departures. Anyway, let's go up and get a photo of our plane.
So here is the aircraft which will fly me across the Tasman this evening, A7BAI. This is my first 777 flight in roughly 4 years, and with the 777 being my favourite aircraft, this flight is one that is really exciting for me, and one that I've been looking forward to for a long time. Anyway, let's go on board.
Thank you. Have a great trip.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard Qatar Qsuites. Seats are laid out in a 1-2-1 configuration. Today I'm seated in 10A, a rear-facing seat in the smaller mini cabin.
Welcome aboard the world's best business class. I can't wait to go to this place for the next 4 hours. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Look at that view, man. Oh, that startup is going to be it. Okay, so I'm going to try and run through the seat features with you. It might be a bit hard because there is so many. This is much bigger than a Virgin Australia 737. Okay, I'll start. Look how big that screen is. That is ridiculous. Tray table. I'm not sure. Oh, there we are. Ooh. You can see it's been wiped down, which is nice. Now I've got to get it back in. So here we've got like a little table there. Came with a pillow. That's my boarding pass. And we've got some menus there, which we're going to look at later. A little Qsuite instruction card and a safety card. Control for the TV. Many buttons, do not disturb, etc. Headphone, USB, universal power socket right there. There's a little reading light there, just in case you need it. A massive headrest. It's a bit hard to adjust, we'll have a proper look at that later. I'm pretty sure this goes up, I'm not sure though. Life jacket there. Some more storage down there. And really nice leg room. Stretch my legs fully. And that's the view out of that beautiful 777 window. Anyway, I'm going to get settled and enjoy this seat, this is amazing. Also, door closes. That is going to be really good for vlogging later on.
Place your hand luggage in the storage compartment or in the seat in front of you. Customers seated in emergency exit or front row seats should keep their clear of all items. Please switch your electronic devices to mobile phone to flight mode, and remember smoking, including the use of lighters.
The amazing crew came round and offered a welcome drink. I opted for a glass of orange juice. It came with a refreshing towel. Cheers. Here's to a great flight.
We also ask that you switch your electronic devices and mobile phones to flight.
Good evening, this is the captain. My name is Omar Sikka and first officer with me is Ryan Mundu, Master Renas. Welcome aboard our flight, the ferry 914, going 777 service to Auckland. And we welcome our joining passengers and our transit passengers. We're looking to get this journey underway as soon as possible. Flight time this evening is 3 hours and 42 minutes. Our scheduled arrival into New Zealand is 1 o'clock in the morning. We're hoping to get there on schedule, if not a few minutes ahead. The flight conditions forecast to be fair, just expected for clear air turbulence. Arrival is also expected here at 9 degrees Celsius. We close doors as of now, looking to start. Thank you for your attention and have a great flight.
Now that we're up and away from Adelaide, let's have a look at the 4-course menu on today's flight. There is a hearty 4-course meal on offer, as well as unlimited and free alcoholic beverages. Well, that's not for me, of course. As we reached our cruising altitude, there was a video played on what we can and cannot bring into New Zealand, and also a New Zealand passenger arrival card was handed out. Let's have a look at the entertainment system. It can be controlled with this little hand remote, so you don't have to reach all the way for the screen, which I think is a really good feature. The screen is absolutely huge, no issues there. It comes with a good selection of movies, TV shows, and even music. The flight map is alright, although I found about 50% of the time it had ads playing instead of the actual flight map that I wanted to see. Then again, it did have some cool features and it was full of facts. The movies include both new and old ones. There was a wide variation in many languages and movies from many cultures, so I think that the entertainment system is very good, and the quality of it as well is really good. I found that the music selection is a bit outdated. There seem to be a lot of older songs instead of newer ones. However, it's always good to listen to some older tunes, and I found that most of the tunes weren't really relevant to the culture of the countries which we were travelling between. In the seat storage there was a pair of these noise cancelling headphones for the entertainment system. Oh, and don't worry, I did take them home after the flight. It was soon dinner time and the table was set. The table is really big actually, like really big. The meal started with some bread and butter being placed on the side of my table. This was accompanied by some olive oil with salt and pepper on my table as well. There was also a fake candle, and I got myself a glass of sparkling water in a really fancy cup. The bread basket consisted of 3 breads, sourdough bread roll as well as 2 other wholemeal bread rolls. For my first course today I opted for the sweet potato soup. In terms of presentation, I'm very impressed. I'm not really a soup person, however when I travel I'm always down to try new foods. Today's soup did nothing but impress me. The soup tasted really nice, it had good flavours and the coconut and ginger in it was good to take away the spicy kick. I found that while the soup was full of flavour, it wasn't overpowering, which was good because it didn't leave a big taste in my mouth for the main meal later on. I also used my bread to soak up some of the soup. So overall I enjoyed the soup a lot and I found that it was a good first course and had me excited for what was to come. My next meal today is the pan-fried potato gnocchi. The dish consisted of the gnocchi, a pesto sauce and some lemon chilli crumbs. I found the portion of this meal to be very good. It came in a decent sized serving and the gnocchi all came very tasty. The gnocchi was also pan-fried, with that gave it that extra taste, and it also made a very unique dish in a way. You can tell and see that it is definitely pan-fried. The carrot and lemon chilli crumbs also complemented the meal very well. I found that the taste they added gave the boring pasta that extra kick that it needed. This was personally my favourite meal of the whole flight. I enjoyed it a lot. I also got myself with the meal a non-alcoholic glass of bubbly. I found it tasted really nice. I would have gotten another one, however I wanted to try as many different drinks and foods on this flight as possible. So overall I enjoyed the gnocchi a lot. It was a really nice dish full of varying flavours. The awesome crew member Christine also insisted that I would try the Arabic meze, so I will try that meal out as well. The meze comes with 3 pieces of bread and 3 dips. So what are my thoughts on this Arabic meze? Well, it shows some unique flavours for my palate. You don't normally get to try things like this from where I am in the world, and I found that I enjoyed it quite a lot. It was really good to try out all the flavours and see which ones are better. I think that I enjoyed the meze a lot, and it would go much better on an empty stomach. So overall, I enjoyed both the gnocchi and the Arabic meze, another 2 good meals on the flight today over to Auckland. So let's say cheers to leaving Australia behind and heading back to New Zealand. If you thought that the eating was over, you'd be sadly mistaken. Dessert soon came around and it looked absolutely fantastic. So for my dessert, I opted for the warm banana pudding. I'm a huge fan of plains, banana and pudding. What happens when you put those 3 things together? Well, you get a very happy me or this dish. I enjoyed the pudding a lot. It tasted really good. It wasn't too warm, which most puddings are most of the time. The cream or custard which it was served with also wasn't too overpowering. So it allowed the original flavours from the banana to also give the dish a nice touch. The meal was also served with some berries. The berries weren't too cold and they weren't left frozen, which most fruits are, which are served on planes. So therefore, I really enjoyed the meal today on Qatar. The catering is amazing and I can't wait to try out more dishes on their planes soon. My personal favourite meal was the gnocchi, followed by the dessert. It's now time to put my tray table away and continue exploring this flight. Welcome aboard the Qatar Airways 777 business class lavatory toilet. Very fancy. Very fancy. Little coat there. This is how the cabin crew know when you want to get some rest. If you hit the do not disturb button in your seat, it will turn red, and therefore it will indicate that the crew know that you don't want to be bothered. The button will turn red just like this. The crew soon came around with this refresher towel. After the meal service, it sure refreshed me. I thought it was a great touch to the flight and the service. Okay, so let's try out the bed on the 777 Qsuite. So let's do this. The bed can be controlled with one of these many control buttons. I apologise for it being a bit dark and hard to see, but this is the bed fully flat. I found that it did the job fine, and it was definitely wide enough and long enough. This was personally my favourite part of the flight. I soon settled down to watch some Top Gun. It was my first time seeing it in months and I'm really excited to watch it again. I asked the crew member for a cup of hot chocolate and I settled down to watch the movie. The crew also came back around and offered these chocolates to all of the business class guests. I thought that they were tasty and a good way to end the service. After I returned to my seat, the crew came around and offered a hot towel service. It made me feel super refreshed and my skin felt very nice for the arrival into Auckland. So as we begin to approach Auckland, allow me to summarise the flight today with Qatar Airways in the world's best business class. As with all great journeys, mine today began at Adelaide Airport. I arrived there 3 hours before my flight. Check-in took about 40 minutes and I was then on my way to check out both the Qantas Club and Virgin Australia lounges at Adelaide Airport. I found the lounges to be really nice. The Virgin Australia lounge was my personal favourite. I enjoyed my time and food in there the most. It was then time to head through the new immigration and security at Adelaide Airport. I found it to be a very quick and easy experience. The whole thing went very well. It was then on to check out the aircraft which would fly me across the Tasman. It was my first 777 flight in nearly 4 years. I soon stepped on board the world's best business class and was mind blown. Such an amazing product, I honestly didn't know where to get started. We soon left Adelaide behind and was onto the meal service. All of the food tasted amazing. I loved it heaps, with food coming from every corner of the world. I then got to spend an amazing couple of hours in the Q Suite. We flew fast and like time, and it was just like that we were timed to land in Auckland. I'd like to thank you all for watching it and making it to this point of the video. This video has been one with a lot of time and planning and money has gone into it. All that I would ask you to do is please hit the like and subscribe button, as it really will help motivate me to continue making videos just like this one. I'm also available through Patreon and PayPal if you want to fund my flights directly. I'll have links to both of those in the description box down below. So thank you very much for watching this video. I would like to see you all next Friday at 4 PM Adelaide time for another video. Thank you and safe travels.
Thank you so much. Thank you. What do you travel for? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
See you later.
Well, this is just a holiday. You know, just see how the time is between food and food. My friends, my life is short.
So I made it to the Ibis budget where I'm staying. It's about 2:30 local time here in the morning. Amazing flight, Qsuites, just exceptional. Best business class in the world, and I can see why. The service was hands down just the best I've ever experienced. The crews, they just love their job and they're just, you know, personally welcomed, referred to by sir or your last name. It's just amazing. Anyway, so if you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you won't miss next time I upload, and so you'll see more videos similar to this. Also, if you want to check out similar videos like other business class, I have a playlist on my channel. And apart from that, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you very much for watching this video. It's been a great one. See you all then.